And welcome back to A Hat in Time. Last time we got roped into helping two birds, maybe birds, in a battle for a film award. So, we have a branching path here. We have to do all acts, but we get to choose. So we are going to take on the longer of the two, the murder on the Owl Express. This is actually a really good chapter. This is one of the more creative chapters. The music is actually pretty solid. Ooh, that's ominous. This is also just generally clever.
Welcome back, lassie. I haven't written the script for my next movie yet, so we're not recording. I'll call for you when the script is ready.
Okay, so we can just explore, I guess.
Why, hello there, fellow owl. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. As you can tell, I am also an express owl. I do much hooting. From one owl to another, we can share details, yes? What is your uncle's sister's maiden name?
So the gimmick of this chapter is we have to answer all these questions.
Oh, it is. I see. This is the kind of uncle's sister's maiden name I would expect from a fellow express owl. Hello, fellow express owl. Do you care about security? I care about security a whole lot. You should not be going around telling information to strangers. It could be a security risk. I can help your daily life become more secure. What is your favorite combination of letters and numbers?
I like how he's like, oh, don't tell information to strangers, asks for your passwords.
I see. Is also my favorite combination of letters and numbers.
I should have used a 1 for the I, so it'd be a number.
Did you notice that there's suddenly a lot of crows on this train? They all gone on to the last stop. Speaking of, at which stop did you get on the train? What do you mean you fell from the sky?
Did you know that having a pet helps improve self-confidence and relieve stress? Did you also know that pets can have pets? It is true. Unfortunately, us express owls are not allowed to have pets. It is a sacrifice we must make in the name of hooting. But if you had a pet, what do you think the name of your pet's childhood pet would be?
I don't know. I'm just answering this for everything. I actually have a specific answer in mind for something later.
Is certainly an interesting name for a pet, even for a pet's pet.
Only problem is I don't know if it's gonna fit.
Have you noticed all these crows around the place? They keep asking for personal details, and I never know what to answer.
Oh, hello, fellow express owl. I am stuck on an advanced mathematical and scientific issue. Do you see this advanced formula on the blackboard? I cannot decipher it. Can you decipher the scientific formula for me? What does it say?
This one's actually easy, and it's a joke. Basically it says DC before I lose, which is the thing people do in online games, is intentionally like kill their internet so they don't lose a game.
I see. The solution is... It was obvious. Thank you, fellow express owl. And thank you for agreeing to the terms and conditions on the backside of the blackboard.
I actually got the I. Oops. Wait, look at this terms of service. This is about what I'd expect.
It's really difficult to get settled down on this train with these crows crowding the place. They keep interviewing me about everything I do. I don't get it. How is this a scientific equation of any kind? It's just scrambled numbers and letters, like those you see on an online forum.
It's actually just a captcha, basically.
Fellow express owl, do you ever wonder what it would be like to be a superhero? The most important feature of a superhero is the name. Every superhero needs an intricate name to their fame. If you were a superhero, what would your name be? If entered on an online form with standardized account identification requirements.
Clearly, I did not plan ahead for this.
That name is great. I can already imagine it. The mighty Savior of Justice. I'll just write your answer down here real quick.
Okay, moving on. So these crows are currently gossiping, it seems.
Express owls all have parts of our body we're ashamed of. This is why some owls choose to pluck their feathers. Which body part of yours are you the most ashamed of, fellow Express Owl?
I'm sad. I had a thing in mind that was a reference to something, but it won't fit.
Oh, poor Express Owl. You shouldn't be ashamed of your... But you'd better get your... checked out by a doctor. I read online it could be a sign of bird flu.
If you're wondering what I was going to put, I'm not kidding, the word vernacular, if there wasn't enough room, but there wasn't. Which is an old, Let's Play joke, basically. Anyway, let's check in here. This is actually really cool. Let's talk to this guy.
Wait! Don't come in here! I lost my contact lens somewhere. Please don't step on it. I can't move out of the way. I might step on it myself.
Sound familiar? Yep, I approve that reference. Okay, got the key, so now we need to go through here to the front of the train. Time to solve crime. Watch out for this tiny detective.
Is this the kid with the hat? I hope you like my present. Go to the back of the train. Your uncle's sister has come to visit you. You better show your fam some love, or I'll be talking to a corpse next time.
Well, that's not ominous at all. So we need to go all the way back. Doesn't take too long. This is a pretty small level in terms of raw surface area, so that's good.
Murder! On my Owl Express? I can't believe someone would murder one of the Express Owls. And I can't believe even more that it's your uncle's sister. What do you have to say for yourself? Ooh, you're giving me the quiet treatment, eh? That's what a murderer would do.
Leave this case to us. We're C.A.W, the Crow Agent Watch. We've been monitoring everyone on this train since the last station. We'll be searching the entire train for evidence. No one is allowed to go outside of this wagon.
What? I can't even walk around in my own train.
Once the clock hits midnight, we'll get off at the station with the murderer in cuffs. Stay here while we investigate further.
So, we now have to break the orders of C.A.W and investigate ourselves. Ow. So we got the stealth thing back. And if we get caught, we'll get kicked back to the rear compartment. I did the exact same mistake. Good job. So, here's our first piece of evidence. Blaming the conductor for it. Sure, why not? Okay, so we got these little tokens, I should point out. The point of these are to give you bonus score. What is the point of score? You will find out later. Got a key back here. We need this key to progress. This is actually a really airtight chapter because you basically need to explore everything in a particular order to even get anything done. So it's actually pretty linear, I almost want to say, but that's not quite the word. Anyway, use the key over here, but I don't. Oh.
So you think you can just sneak around the train like this? Just drop the detective act. You'll never catch the real murderer. You can't point your finger at someone without clues. The clock is ticking. Will you be able to find enough clues to point your finger at the murderer?
Also, slight side note, but I apologize for kind of cutting off a little bit of the dialogue. I pushed the button by accident. So, we got our second culprit. The crows, who mysteriously got onto the train before it arrived here, and they are conveniently investigating themselves, so they seem like a plausible suspect. Got a thing over there, so let's go over there. Got a switch here. That makes it easier to backtrack, which we'll need to do because we have another locked door, so we have reached the end of the line in this little section. We gotta go a little bit further. So stay still here. When they start laughing, then you can go. I went to the wrong place. To go up here, and just do this. I don't know how you're supposed to get up there. I always do that little wall jump. I don't know if that's really necessary or if I'm just making it more complicated than it needs to be. So now the contact guy's gone, and this screen is why I say it made all the Metal Gear jokes. Because this is very much the title screen of Metal Gear Solid 1, I want to say. But also a little bit of 2, because 2 kind of did the same thing with its title screen. So just a nice little Easter egg that I approve of. Also the whole, you know, train. A lot of people are like, wow, this is probably a reference to Paper Mario. That was your door, you got the contact, you got the murder mystery. Was there a murder mystery in That Was Your Door? There was. There's also the murder mystery in the first game, too, with the penguins. I don't know if I can make this timing window, so I'm gonna stand here. So now we need to go back through here. Retrace our steps. This is a long chapter, by the way. This is literally the longest chapter in the entire game, I would probably say, other than the final chapter. So buckle in. This will probably take a couple of videos. That was just me being bad at video games. So yeah. We didn't lose too much time because we got kicked back to this room. So just need to cut through here again. Not too big of a time loss. But yeah, this chapter is actually pretty intricate and just generally kind of cool, but also extremely time consuming. Which is why I'm a little bit split on it, because I do enjoy this chapter, but replaying it does get a little bit repetitive when you've already gone through the motions. So there's a missing egg, a missing bird cage, trying to figure out a hat, and what is that, a timepiece? I don't know. Anyway, moving on, got a switch which lowers that crow and also opens up that little gate. So we can easily get into that room without getting spotted now. I don't know if that would act as a shortcut up though. Time elapses automatically, by the way, so you're not on a timer, it just automatically ticks at certain intervals. Also, very Metal Gear Solid 2, with the tanker chapter, with the briefing. Or not the briefing per se, but the speech.
You don't give up, do you? It seems the only way I can get rid of you is to make you run out of time. So here's a fun time eater. Has gotten itself in an unusual situation. It's hanging out on a thin rope for dear life, just above a wood-cutting machine. What an odd coincidence. What are you going to do? Save it from becoming sawdust? Or figure out who the murderer is?
Why not both? Actually, you do need to do both. So about the achievement side of things. You might not think of it, but there is actually an achievement that gives away as an alternate ending, where you actually do get special conditions if you actually do this without collecting any evidence. You know, this is actually a good place to show you how to do it. So, let's talk to the dog.
Thank you, kind human, for saving me. Woof, woof. I found his clue on the murderer. Hope it helps you. Woof, woof.
So hypothetically, you could save the dog and talk to the dog, I think in such a way, or maybe you just have to save the dog without talking to it. But there is a way to actually do all of these steps without actually collecting any evidence, and you get an achievement for getting through everything. You do have to basically explore all the rooms, but you don't actually have to collect the pieces of evidence. You can just sort of pass them by. Okay, so again, when they're laughing, run. And again, they tend to gossip about your own answers, so just a nice little touch. By the way, this game actually had official mods. So one of the mods was an item from Freedom Plant, which allows you to do like a mid-air spin. I've seen videos where you don't even need to do that full room, you can just literally spin to the other side. And now where are we? Who knows? But I think we will explore the rest of the train next time. Once we get this piece of evidence. The owls. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more A Hat in Time.